Hi friends! I wanted to show you some of the plants that I have growing out on the deck today. And we'll talk also about another pest I found in the garden. So I know y'all have seen this view before from my balcony, my deck, but I did want to show you what plants I have out here. I tend to grow things out here that I can just run from the kitchen out here onto the deck and grab. I've got some kale and spinach that it's almost done. I mean, it's getting so hot here in Central Texas now. It was like 86 degrees today, and this is almost done. The kale's still looking pretty good, so I'm letting it go. Might get one more tiny salad out of the lettuce, but we're about through with that, and I will replace with some more herbs. Some lemongrass, which is wonderful in soups and stews, as well as just warding off pests. Lemongrass is a repellent of some pests. This is some tarragon in the back and oregano in the front that wintered here, and it's trying to flower and trying to bolt because it has been, you know, here in the pot so long. But I probably am about to cut this off and dry it to have some dried, and then replace with some more herbs in there since those had made it so long. This is a miniature trumpet vine. It's not actually in flower right now. I have this out here just because of the hummingbirds. I wanted them to have something natural to eat besides the nectar that I give them. Next up along the way is a dill plant, which was actually a volunteer, but I just love coming out here and snipping off some fresh dill for salads, for any fish that I'm making, and also the mint underneath. My mint has not done that great this year. It's also starting to get so warm, like I mentioned, and mint just doesn't do that well once the weather gets warm. And up here I've got a Thai chili pepper that is super hot, and I only use tiny little bits of it. Mostly I grow it because it's just a gorgeous plant, and once the peppers set and they turn beautiful colors from red to orange, you can even see a pepper there. Green, if you want to pick it green, you can also let it go and it'll be a red and then an orange. Next up is some rosemary. Love some fresh sprigs of rosemary for various things cooking, especially potatoes. And I've got a cherry tomato plant out here just to grab quick snack of little cherry tomatoes. Also some pepper plants, and these are some jalapenos. Again, just love wandering right out here while I'm cooking and grabbing a pepper or even a small cherry tomato. Now, these are looking kind of leggy. This is a covered deck under here, so it doesn't get the sun that it really needs. But I have been successful in getting a few peppers and cherry tomatoes off of it, so I just go with it. And basil. Oh my gosh, I can't even grow enough basil. It is amazing in pestos, in salads, in any kind of pasta that I make. And behind it is a little bit of thyme. That I use a lot for chicken and in casseroles. And then just for sheer aesthetics, I love some caladiums. Now, these pots are big enough to support 3 caladiums each year, and right now I'm still on the hunt and looking for a pink one. So I have a red one, a white one, and then the open spot there on both of these is for a pink one, which I've been looking for and not found yet. I do have a small little rain barrel up here. It catches some rain off the gutters, and I got this handy and most awesome pump at TSC. So this is how I pump my rainwater into a watering bucket. I'll have to show you that sometime. So I just pump it. I'm going to let a little come out. There we go. And it'll go into my watering bucket, and that's what I water everything with up here on the deck, with some fresh rainwater. We did just get some rain on Saturday, and some more is due, so I did go along yesterday and water everything out here on the deck just to make some more room in the rain barrel because it did get full on Saturday. It'll overflow and water the grass underneath. But that rain barrel size right there, that 50-gallon drum size, is exactly what I need for keeping the plants out here nice and watered. Well, thanks for taking this tour of my deck. Next, let's look at those garden pests that I found this week. Okay, friends. Got some more pests out here. See these guys hiding down in there? Oh gosh, there. Okay, there we go. There they are. Flea beetles. Flea beetles. And I could almost tell that's what I was going to find just because of the kind of damage I'm seeing. These little holes. I want to show you especially on the pepper plants. Flea beetles love eggplants and pepper plants, and they leave these little holes because they just eat the leaf out. They're not like the caterpillars that'll make this kind of a, eating pattern. But now that I've actually seen the flea beetles, I know that's probably what they are. I mean, I know that's what they are, but I know that's probably what's causing the damage all over. So, sorry, I'm filming so bad right now. So I've mixed up 1 little teaspoon in a quart in just a little hand sprayer. If I was spraying the entire garden or, a large area, I'd do one of my gallon sprayers, but since it just was this part, I'm spraying neem oil, organic neem oil, which controls insects, mites, and fungicide in the garden. I think I've mentioned it before on my channel. Neem oil is safe and organic and effective, but something to remember about it is that you can't leave it mixed for very long. It starts breaking down when it's in water, and that's another reason that I use just a little small hand sprayer, because it says like 8 hours. After 8 hours, it's really not even effective anymore. So whatever you mix up to spray that day is about all you're going to get out of it. Sorry about the filming. I'm talking and not really paying attention to the filming. But saw these in the garden today and started doing some research. I knew I had the neem oil, and I had been using them for little spider mites that I'd seen, but obviously flea beetle damage and proof of flea beetles now. So it's about 8:30 at night right now, one of the more pleasant times to be. It actually got up to 86 degrees today, and it's getting pretty darn warm. You don't want to spray neem oil on your plants in the middle of the day when the sun's beaming down on the plants. They'll be okay for the sun tomorrow. If you did it early in the morning or early at night, at the end of the night, then you're safe. It's not going to burn your leaves. And when you think about it, you just sit there and put some oil on leaves, and then it gets sun. These are my eggplants. The flea beetles really love eggplants, so I'm just prophylactically going to go ahead and spray them, because obviously having a flea beetle outbreak here, and they're going to go around munching on whatever they can. I planted a couple of balloon flowers today just for being pretty, attracting beneficials. I just thought the flowers were so pretty. They are a perennial. I'm not 100% sure they're going to, live year after year. But I just love their little flower pod before it opens. It's shaped so awesome. And then it opens up into this really pretty purple. Put it down on this end because I've got some purple noodle beans planted. Here, they're actually over here on this side. I put it on both beds, but the noodle beans that are gonna hang down and be, purplish, and then these purple flowers, I just think that's gonna look really pretty. Still got a lot to plant over here, but I'm getting there. I'm gonna have these climbing melons and noodle beans grow up on these trellises. Thank you, Jess Soward from Roots and Refuge, who is my total inspiration. I even have a tire. Haven't put the flowers in it yet. I'm going to plant some petunias in there, but I painted it today. Jess and Jeremiah Sowards from Roots and Refuge I have a awesome gardening channel that I listen to faithfully, get so much of my inspiration from. I think all of us followers now have these garden trellises, which was just a amazing idea, not expensive, super easy to put up, and I thank Roots and Refuge Farm for my inspiration.
Ignore the cow sounds, but can y'all hear the whippoorwills? I love that sound. It's one of my favorite things of summer. I hear 3 to 4 tonight. Isn't that awesome? Okay, I won't bore y'all with this any longer. I just love hearing them.